Hello and welcome to Present Times. Today we're going to be looking at a release that was released yesterday by Daniel. I'll leave the link in the description below. Later, it is of the LXQT Community Edition of PCLinuxOS. Off camera, all I've done is set up a VM. I have given it 2 cores. I have also given it 4 GB of RAM, and I've given it a 10 GB hard drive space. The rest of the settings are more or less default, apart from the graphics, which I have set at 64 MB. I've done no 2D acceleration, no 3D acceleration. It is set up as a Linux 64-bit operating system, and I have just booted the live ISO. And this is the first screen you see when you boot into the live environment after the initial pressing enter of the key to go into the live environment from Grub. So I'm a Brit, so I'm going to choose the UK keyboard, and now by rights it should load up the screen for the live environment. Indeed it does, and as you can see I have a couple of icons on the desktop and a nice little message here. Welcome to PCLinux LXQT 64. Passwords for the account are guest for guest and root for root. I imagine I'm in the guest account. Important information regarding the live system. Let's make this a bit bigger. It doesn't have Virtualbox editions installed, so I'm actually limited to a 1024 by 768 screen at the moment, but we'll adjust that once installed, I think. Important information regarding the live system. Any changes should be made during your configuration. You will come to enter the root password. This function is opened by clicking the menu and then going to more applications, configuration, and configure your computer. Display resolution is correct. This is for hardware. This is for when you're installing on bare metal. Apologies, my mind went a bit blank here, but I meant bare metal install, where you install straight onto the PC itself. I'm in a Virtualbox, so I'm not really worried about the resolution here. Hardware, configure video card, specify your graphics card, resolution. The correct models must be specified, the correct resolution listed, that's the first option. If the resolution is not displayed, then select other, then select the drop field again to confirm it is enough to log out and log back in while using the live session. Wi-Fi connection, network internet, add internet, and IP address and options, specify options. This step does not require logging out and back in, and SDDM after installation. Start using STM as the display manager. Go to PCLinuxOS for complete, set up display and make your choice. If you want to get knowledgeable of options, SDM, consult its man page command man SDDM conf. PCLinuxOS and copyright and development is Bill Reynolds, Techstar 2003-2018. You can make a donation and so on to the site. I do believe this respin was done by a guy named Daniel. He's a master moderator over on the forums. Nice guy. So we'll see. Let's see what she does here. Okay, I won't go into all this thing. I'm just going to install it. The About Live is that window that just popped up. It's a little script there. So we'll go to install. Okay, first thing, PCLinux instrument. This wizard will help you install the PCLinux distribution. Next. Okay, it's giving me options here. I can either use the free space, all for PCLinuxOS, or I can use custom partitioning. I'll leave it at the default and see what the defaults are. Remember, I gave this a 10 GB hard drive as it says so up there. So I will click next. Okay, next it tells me that next to format selected partitions or cancel to click. Now this display is obviously going to tell you that it's going to be wiping all the drive, and all the data will be wiped if it is on there. There's no data on there, it's a blank drive for this. Okay, finding a new software packages. Okay, if we click on advanced here, we will see that it's unused hardware support. It will remove the NVIDIA current 304 and 304. So basically it's going to uninstall the NVIDIA drivers. Because I'm in a VirtualBox, I can actually do that, so that's no problem. So we'll remove the packages, and now it's going to the install. This should take about 5 or 10 minutes. It's now showing on the clock 0548, which is actually now behind my own clock actually, but that's not his fault, that's mine. So I'm going to pause it and we'll see how long it. Okay, I'm back. It is installed and now it's asking for the bootloader. Okay, bootloader to use will be group 2. I don't know if there's any other options, or I can either have group 2 with graphical menu or text. I'll leave it as a graphical. And it is going to install on the MBR of that's the master boot record of dev SDA, which is the first hard drive. There's only one hard drive, so that's the one it's chosen. It's also giving me a delay before boot, but I will narrow that down to 5 seconds. And we have advanced underneath here, and we can enable APCIP and all that business. I'm just going to leave that as is, and we will click next. Up here we have the appendage, where it could tell you where to resume, where it's going to resume, and audit 0. Okay. And we have splash and quiet on. The splash screen will come on and it will be a quiet boot. It's also asking if I want to probe foreign OSs. I've clicked yes. Under advanced, we can leave it not to touch thingy or MBR, but that's perfectly fine. And we just click finish. Now we'll let the bootloader do its business, shall we? Okay, it normally takes a couple of seconds. By the way, that install took literally 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. It started at 49 and I come back at roughly 50 or 51, so 1 or 2 minutes. A very, very fast install. A very fast install. But that isn't actually the install over with. It is now laid all its files into the hard drive, so now we can reboot into it. So we go leave and reboot. And it's asking, do I really want to reboot, because any unsaved changes will be lost, and I have gone yes please. Okay, it's now restarting the system. Okay, press enter once the live CD has been removed. I don't need to remove the live CD, it will Virtualbox will automatically remove it as I press enter here, and I should get the normal grub screen. Okay, and there I am. Okay, I have 2 choices here. I'll just knock off the timer a second. I can either have the PCLinuxOS or I can go into recovery mode. Recovery mode is actually init 1, where it will give you basically a root prompt, and that is all. There is nothing literally. It's literally init 1. There's no networking, no nothing. So you can fix the machine if you do manage to break it in some way. So okay, this is the first boot. Let's see how long it takes to boot here. Okay, it didn't take that bad. It's not that bad at all actually for its first boot. Okay, we now can select our time zone. It's chosen Chicago as its default, but I'm in the United Kingdom, so I need GB. There we go, GB will do fine. Next, I'll just leave the time as is. Next. And now it's asking me to enter a root password. I will use a very complicated password. I do apologise if you can hear me stroking the keys, because, or hear me type even. That's because I'm using inbuilt microphones on the laptop that I'm using, and it will pick up the key tapping. So I do apologise if that annoys you at all. So anyway, we've got set root for root. click next. So they're asking me for my real name, username, and a different password for my username. So I have a separate username and a separate login normal user account passwords. Okay, so he seems to be using GDM. He did mention SDDM, but I assume he can install that afterwards. Why he didn't install it at first, I'm not quite sure. Maybe there's a conflict somewhere when installing or after the install. That's happened to me with my own distro actually, where there was a conflict between TDM and the install, where I wasn't able to type in a username or password in the second part of the install. So I too use Grub and I use a different version. Okay, anyway, let's log in and see what features. Oh, interesting. He's obviously built this on top of the KDE version of PCLinuxOS, and he hasn't removed the setting for the X server, and it's still looked for Plasma Desktop. It no longer exists, but it has made LXQT the default session, so I will make it default. It shouldn't ask again whether I want to make it default. Okay, desktop boots really quickly actually. Whoa. Okay, let's see if we can get some guest editions installed. Now, things to note, especially those coming from Ubuntu and other distros of Excel, Debian siblings basically. Two things. One, there is no systemd on this. It uses sysbinit. Two, we don't use sudo, we su, and we have proper root rights, which is why the two different passwords. So I need to go now to terminals and the Qt terminal. While I'm here, I can go to help and about, and a lightweight platform clear, and it's Qt terminal 0.9.0. very good. And while I'm here, I might as well see about Qt, and the Qt version it's running on is 5.11.1. Okay, very good. Anyway, I need to have root privileges. Oops, I'm in trouble. A space here, right? Put in my complicated root password. Okay, I'm now at root. Now, what I want to do actually is, if at all possible, install the guest editions. I do apologise for that delay, but I've just had to get the menu at the top so I can go and do this. I'm not sure how I can do it without actually having that menu up. So anyway, opening File Manager, yes, this will actually make the ISO, and then you see it's the guest editions ISO. So now I need to go to CD, Media, and I can press Tab again because that will be the only mounted thing in Media. Want to go there, and if memory serves, it's /VBox tab. As you can see, it lists all the things, but I want the Linux one, which is the top one. So I just press L and Tab, and it automatically completes for me and run. Okay, this may take a little while, so I'll pause the vid just for a moment. Okay, I'm back, but we seem to have hit a speed bump, if you wish. It's telling me that guest editions could not be installed, so I'll just close this for a moment. Yeah, done that again. We'll go through the menus and see what there is, and then I should be able to get guest editions running. Okay, under archiving we have Brazerio, which is our CD burner, File Roller, this can create and modify an archive. This is your zip files, your tar.gz, your 7zips, etc. It allows you to extract and make those kind of files. We have documentation. We have about the LXQt. Okay, we're on 0.13.0. Interesting version number. RazoQT project and its many tutorials. RazoQT is another desktop which was very much like LXQt at the time. Okay, what else we got? We got editors. We have ghex, which is a hex editor, and we have the JuffEd editor. JuffEd. Okay, JuffEd. Let me see. JuffEd version 0.10. That's made in 2010, I believe, so it's quite old. Right, that's your text editor. Just interesting choice there. And photos, you have the Packpan QT. Interesting that he's left the dot files showing there, header files, bash history and so on. Yep. Okay. In the trash, I assume? No. Okay, we selected Virtualbox editions, which I will show you how to install in a minute. I do believe it may be a conflict with the kernel on this particular machine, just to see, but I believe when I saw this reboot I saw 4.18.1. so I'm on a terminal. And we'll just do new name, right? Yep, 4.18.1 PCLinuxOS. Okay, so at least I know what kernel version I'm on. We'll just go through the menus anyway. In games we have arcade, we have GoTat. In boards we have PEG-E. In puzzles we have Hexlate, GoTat, Simu and PEG-E again, and Simu again in the other. In graphics we have LXimage, which is an image viewer for your photos, etc. We have Photonic. Let me see what Photonic is. An image viewer and organizer. So 1.7.1, yep, it allows you to organise all your pictures. If they're all over your drive, they'll correlate them, etc. into a nice place. Very nice. Not bad at all, that. And of course in the graphics again we have our screenshot utility for taking just that, screenshots. Internet, we have the network center for connecting your internet settings. I will click on it. This comes with every PCLinuxOS regardless of the edition that you download, whether it be KDE, Mate, whichever way you want to pronounce it, but people tell me it's Mate, whatever. And yep, this is control center for that. You can monitor and disconnect, etc. It is connected obviously, so. And I have had a bit of network issues today on my machine itself. It's no fault of the well, so we have Cryptzilla. Cryptzilla will be our file, is our web browser, not file browser. Silly Ali. So anyway, tools, main menu, we'll see about. And it is quite a recent version, 2.2.6 on the Qt Web Engine of 5.11.1. Very good. Close that out of the way. And let's see what else we have here. More information. More applications, configuration. We have configure your computer. This is the main PCLinuxOS configure your computer. You'll see the icon there, and you'll see it down here also on the taskbar in the quick launcher down there. Sorry, apologies about that. Okay, we have configure your printer. We have gparted for partition editing. We have the smart control. Controls the smart data in the hard disk. Smart data is telling you if it's going to fail anytime soon. LX appearance for the appearance of the widgets. This will be the drop down boxes and the appearance inside the window itself. We have the LX control, which controls the settings of the panel, your windows, your titles, that kind of thing, fonts, screen resolution, all that kind of business can be done from there. We have Libreoffice Manager. Libreoffice Manager is as you can see, installation, remove, update and localization of LibreOffice. I'll see if LibreOffice is already installed or not, but if not, you use this program to install LibreOffice onto PCLinuxOS without going through the package manager itself. We also have, Localizations Manager. Add a new localization for your machine, which is for languages, just in case you're not American, English, you may need French or Spanish or Portuguese, etc. NTFS configuration tool allows read-write support or write support or read-only support for NTFS. Qt5 settings, this is Qt5, and Windows effects. Let's see, we can choose opacity and fade and all that kind of business. He's probably using just the X render on this. I'll cancel that. And we have the full grub editor for editing your grub file. Gotta be a bit expert to that. Under development we have GHEX again, and we have Qt5 English, which I have no idea what's for. Oh, okay, it's a little IDE for building Qt files. Excellent. Under emulators we have a Virtualbox Manager, similar to the Office Manager. It allows you to download VirtualBox, the latest version, and its guest editions, and also the additions to VirtualBox itself to allow you to do other stuff like drag and drop and all that kind of business from your host to your guest. In monitoring we have GSmart Control again. We have a net applet, which is the net applet in the taskbar down here, which shows you whether you're connected to the internet or not. Simple current file system info. Okay, yeah, that's quite neat. It tells me I'm running an i5, which is, yes, battery, blah blah. It tells me the kernel, which is 4.18.1, which we know, and resolution, desktop environment, etc. It's a bit like NEXE. And it's been up 40 minutes, and the load average is really quite low. And on the bottom here we can go to PPC, which is a PCLinuxOS computer, which is this down here. The PC Linux Control Center, about NEXE, which is basically all that. Tells you about the system and all, and so on. Very good. You can also see the video outputs here, audio output, and videos and so on. At the moment the screen has a maximum resolution of 102.4.768. Okay, picture rate to drive, hardware, etc. Okay, that's very close actually. That's very cool. What else do we have under monitoring? We have QPS, so I imagine that is a process manager, and it is. Let me see if I can widen that out a bit and touch the threads, memory. So use 284 megabytes. That is not bad at all. That's very cool. That's very cool indeed. And on the terminals, you've seen me come here before. We got the terminal. We have the drop down, which be like QA. Very good. In Office, we have the Libreoffice Manager. Okay, so Office is installed, but if you want to install it, you can click on this icon, enter your root password. It will download the LibreOffice for you in the language of your choice. And we have QPDF view for our PDF viewer. And that's Software Manager, Software Center. We have the Synaptic Package Manager, which is coming from Debian or Ubuntu. It's easily recognizable. Same idea. Reload, to reload the packages here. I don't know how fast this will be because my machine is slow on the internet. So look. Okay, let's see. Okay, it was absolutely devoid of any, and as you can see, local or obsolete with the kernel's own Pacman Manager open as root. Fair enough. And installed, these are all the installed packages. Of course, if you don't like any of the packages and you want a different thing, you can use search and Firefox. We can hunt for Firefox. Oops, I'll move that part over. As you can see, we have Cyberfox, Firefox, and of course its localizations for Firefox. And if we want to, or Waterfox even. So if we want to install Firefox, this is me with my trackpad, by the way. This it's just the way it is. You just basically click on Firefox, mark for installation, click apply. It could tell you what's going to be installed, Firefox. And you click apply and it will download and install Firefox. Okay. Our synaptics are also available on the bottom bar here. As is Pacman, as is the configuration center and show desktop if the desktop's really created over software and you just want to quickly get back to a blank desktop without closing any of the programs. Anyway, under sound, we also have Libreoffice and Virtualbox Manager. Explained about those before. They allow you to download the latest version of Virtualbox, LibreOffice. Okay, we have Brasario again. So it's in archiving and in sound, interesting. And we have the pulse volume control, which is the pulse volume control for setting up microphones, etc. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. We have our sound is for him to play. Let's have a look at that. Okay, it is a video and sound. Up here, our media application. Media was the word I was looking for. We can show train icons, settings and profiles. And let's have a look. Let's see what version we're on here. 18.7.3. Also 18.7.3. Tells you a bit about singing and the contributors. Available in other languages. Very cool. Ooh, as YouTube download a media browser, we'll choose download. Let's see if there's anything from that. Please line address, click the search button, let's see yes we do. First impressions, etc, etc. Actually that is very cool. Also brings down some thumbnails. Actually that is very cool indeed. I am liking that. Okay, and a video, we have Brasario again, so it's 3 places, and we have the QM player for our videos. You can always install things like Vlc, etc. if that's your background thinking, but overall this is really quite nice. Interesting that you use rather than Vlc. See, and of course we've got our leave and so on. So anyway, as I noted earlier, we had a problem with the virtual machine not working because the test editions wasn't working, because I believe it's a problem with the kernel. So we'll open up Synaptic here, and what we'll do is search, and in the search field I'm going to type kernel dash. The dash is there just because all the kernels go with dash, and for this I will choose the long-term support kernel to apply, and to be installed, apply again. Okay, this is going to take a little while, so I'm going to pause the video and I'll be back once it's downloaded and installed. Okay, I'm back. Just letting it install. It's doing the kernel changes now and the development pack. Okay, and it should also update my grub themes, which it has. Some of the grub standards has been changed now. It's also found the 418 in OK. So that's that done. So what we can do now is close that and reboot. So let's reboot. Okay, restarting the system. Okay, we're on 14.51. That's the kernel I just installed. Let's make sure this boots properly now. Okay, we are booting the system. May run a little slow, but we'll see. Okay, pleasant times, and my password, and a bit of an argument with itself. Okay, I want to make sure that I did remove the actual conf, because I'm going to attempt to rebuild the thingy. Okay, so first I want to see if it is. Okay, so I want to issue conf does not exist. Okay, no problem there. I can't see it exists, but I do see it there listed. That's strange. So anyway, we'll go Linux so run, and must be done, of course. Issue. This time I will just do this. Okay, it's copying and installing drivers. So I don't know whether I should pause the video or not for this bit, or just let it run. I will pause it. I'll be back as soon as it is finished. Yeah, welcome back. Yep, this time it seems to be working fine. So there was a conflict between the kernel and the VirtualBox guest editions. Not sure what that problem is yet, but I will make a ticket lot and have a word in the forums about that. Anyway, we need to reboot now, so this will make sure that the guest editions get installed into the kernel properly. Okay, I will boot it into the kernel that's set as default there, and as you can see, yeah, the frame buffer was a bit different there, and hopefully, I see that we have a bit of an issue here. Now let's see what I forgot to do. I might have forgot to do something, but normally just removing the external conf is enough. Let's see. So root and no, I don't want to see the problems. Let's go back a bit. Because I'm halfway through the password. Oops. Okay. Let's see. CD X11 ls. Oops. Oh, we've got the XF got old. It isn't there. So, oh yes, it is there indeed. Okay, alright then. I wonder why it wasn't moved. It said it didn't exist before. So okay, we can do this. DM stop. That will stop the display manager and so on, and then we will start it and see if we can get a, oh yes, very nice clean, look at that. Okay, what I want to do now is see if the guest editions are indeed running, so let's maximize the screen here. Oh, and they are running. We are good to go. So anyway, I'm not quite sure what the problem is. So what is my overall verdict of this? I am liking the wallpaper. That looks quite classy to me. The grill with the PCLinuxOS on top. The future is here. Which is really nice. To install applications, not many. Bare essentials to get you off the ground, methinks. But that is not. This is not a criticism at all. It allows you to install exactly what you need for your system. There are some interesting quirks, of course. We have PCLinuxOS rather than Firefox or the usual Google Chrome. They're both available in the repo, but this went with PCLinuxOS. I'm not complaining. It's a very fast live browser. It all worked. LibreOffice not installed. Again, not a busy, but a lot of people do like LibreOffice regularly installed. But the programs are there to install it should you need it. Virtualbox, that's a bit more specialist. I appreciate that not being installed out of the box. Insane, using QM Play 2 seems to be a very nice audio and video player. Can't complain about it. Not sure what it does with other video formats or audio formats where the codecs are installed and ready to go. Absolutely not sure about that. What I'm sure about is that if you have a computer with NVIDIA, I did notice that the 3 drivers there were installed by default if you wanted them for newer and older NVIDIA cards, so that was very cool. I'd have probably went with Vlc Player, the QT version skin, but that is just personal preference. You know, it's purely subjective. There's nothing wrong with QM2 Player at all. Again, with the graphics, Alex Image, perfectly fine photo viewer, photonic, perfectly fine organizer. If you need anything more powerful, you can also install GIMP, Darktable, that kind of idea. Yep, it is very good. It is very nice. Just a couple of things where we have the text editor there, and under more applications and somewhere else, I do believe. I thought we had it twice. I could be wrong on that, but I know we have GHEX twice, so I was probably thinking of that. And we have multiples of PEGI, like, and some in multiple places. This is just cribbling. It really is cribbling. It is lightning fast. There's nothing wrong with this at all. Absolutely nothing wrong with it at all. Yeah, I'd be happy to use this if I wasn't using my Trinity as I do. But that's just, again, it's things like window managers, desktop environments are all subjective. It's what you like and what you're used to, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with LXQT. LXQT is lightning fast. It's very light, very light. Absolutely 280 something megabytes of RAM used. That is nothing. That is sort of open box territory. That is excellent. And you got a few things to use yourself, and of course you can customize it to how you want. Anyway, my verdict is a 10 out of 10. I was going to make notes about the installer. The installer isn't your Ubuntu Ubiquity or isn't Calamaris. It is PCLinux's own installer. It has its own little quirks and ways. I'm used to them by now. There's nothing really there to trip you over. It's dead simple. The install literally took 2 minutes. 2 minutes to install. That, to me, is fantastic. 2 minutes. The gigabyte is nice. So as I said, I'll leave the link in the description. And yeah, thank you for joining me. If you like this more, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Click subscribe, etc. And you all have a very, very nice day.